So, a one-armed basketball player makes women's Division III history with a basket, scoring a basket. Okay? And this is Baileigh Sinaman-Daniel. It's Sinaman. Looks like cinnamon, but it's got the S instead of the C. Cinnamon or cinnamon? We'll say cinnamon, right? So Baileigh Sinaman-Daniel refused to let the rejection of getting cut by her high school basketball coach from the team's senior year, or the fact she was born with one arm, and her dream of playing the game that her childhood idol, LeBron James, made her fall in love with 15 years ago. That determination led to the 22-year-old guard at Lesley University in Cambridge, Massachusetts, to become the first NCAA Division III women's basketball player with one arm to score in a collegiate game, said her coach Martin Rather. I kind of just shot the ball with the anticipation that I would have to go and get it back on a rebound. Sinaman-Daniel said of the historic basket that she made from near the three-point line, which snapped the net without hitting the rim. When the shot actually went in, I was more surprised. Rather, immediately called a timeout to mark the moment. My first thought was that's history and we need to take a second to pause and celebrate it, Rather said. Everybody just swarmed Baileigh, giving her high fives. Ha ha ha, right? One arm, one hand. How they say, swarmed her, giving her high fives, celebrating her. The Stafford, Virginia native's path to history was sparked by a painful rejection at Mountain View High School. All right, so here I'm going to try to play this video here. I say try because hopefully you get to hear it. And of course, there's an ad,
Right now,
right?
get $70 off instead of 4 eligible Bridgestone
So
tires.
let's muscle through this ad. I mean, do any of these ads actually cause y'all to buy some of these products? Or is this just kind of like conditioning, programming, trickery, right? You see an ad, it's like, "Oh, that must be good. Let me buy that." Anyways, here we go.
It is not very common to see somebody with one arm playing basketball. I
Okay,
think
is
there's
that the
probably
shot? Because
about
they say she's made like 2 baskets. And they said the second one that she made, they're referring to the first one here, I guess. But they said, I think like months later, she made her second basket and it was on her birthday. Here, I'll let her speak.
2 or 3 of us in the collegiate level, and I am, from what I believe and from other people have told me, I am the first Division III women's collegiate basketball player to make a basket in a game.
As soon as Baileigh took the shot, I thought it was in. And my first thought was, that's history, and we need to take a second to pause and celebrate it. So I called timeout.
The first time when I shot the ball and it went in, it was an immediate feeling of relief because
I hate to say it, but we have heard of magnets, right? Maybe associated with the basketball, maybe connected to the rim. We have heard of that, right? So we don't want to count that out as a possibility here, right? As they like to give us from time to time these stories that kind of tug at our heartstrings, right?
I was very happy that the shot went in and I could kind of, take a breather and just, remember to get back on defense. And then seeing the coach's reaction and the team's reaction was just a cherry on top of that whole relief feeling. And then it also instilled a sense of, happiness and hope within myself. During the second game,
Okay, look, so was this the second game in Boston? And here, check this out. This hits as well, okay?
when the shot went in, that was also a very big moment for me because it was my birthday that day.
Okay, so she hits the second shot on her birthday. And again, that brings up the question again, are there magnets?
Nice birthday gift for myself. I had played for my high school for about 3 years, and my senior year of high school, when I tried out again, as I always did, I actually got cut.
I hate to be Mr. Negativity here, but there's no way a one-armed basketball player can make as much impact as a two-armed basketball player. I mean, there's no way, right? That's just my opinion. I guess maybe there's exceptions, but it is kind of a big deal having both arms when you play basketball. So, I mean, we have to be realistic about that, okay?
I thought to myself, I could do this in college. Like, what's stopping me from doing this in college? I started emailing hundreds of coaches, and it didn't really matter what division it was. I was just trying to get a possible maybe, or even better, a yes.
Saturday senior day and certain.
When people look at me, I just hope they see me as Baileigh. I hope they see me as a basketball player, and also see me as somebody who's willing and able to do everything that everybody else is doing.
You never expected has a great.
Okay, you can't doubt or count out the spirit that this young lady has. That's for sure. Okay. Um, Once again, I have some amazing connections here that show this story is just by a script and a code. And with this Gematrinator 85 calculator, you see the letters equivalent to numbers here with the language. Okay? Watch how this comes into play with this breakdown, okay? And I guess I'll probably play this video towards the end, these other videos here. But look, right away, okay, there's a lot of numbers out there. What are the chances here? You see all four of the base ciphers being utilized. Look at the name, Baileigh Sinaman-Daniel. Check that out. And Division 3, right here, Lesley University. Look at this. Division 3 equates to 128, just like her name. 128. And you get 169 as well. 169, 169. And that's right in the title, Division 3. And then you get the character's name, Baileigh Sinaman-Daniel. You see that? 128, 169. You even get 97 with the name and 79 with Division 3. Just the 97 in reverse. And talk about unarguable. Look at the university here, Division 3 school, NCAA. Look, 1909 Lesley University was founded. Check that out. That was 116 years ago. Sinaman-Daniel equals 116. Baileigh Sinaman-Daniel. So I guess that's just two last names combined, maybe the mother and father. But look, Sinaman-Daniel 116, and the university founded 116 years ago. How about that? The one-armed basketball player. They make it seem like she scored those 2 buckets and that was it, right? They said the first bucket and then the second bucket, and then that's all we're hearing with the article. And I mean, how many more buckets could you expect, really, from a one-armed basketball player? And I hate to be Mr. Negativity, but I mean, seriously, that's got to be rough playing defense with the one arm. But I mean, maybe I'm wrong. But you can see I'm not wrong about these connections, right? And remember that second basket on her birthday in Boston? Birthday B, Boston B, B, basketball B. B is the second letter of the alphabet. Basketball equals 22. She's a 22-year-old guard. And the article, February 20th, February the second month, the 20th, like 2 plus 20 is 22. And Boston equals 22, and that's on the fly. As I just caught that birthday basket was in Boston. Boston's got the 22 as well. You see that right there? And I didn't get any particular date with any of these games. I'm just kind of going off of the article date right here, February 20. Look at that right there, man. I mean, it's already undeniable. Even the number 44 on the jersey, look at that. And her first name equates to 44 in the reduction cipher. And you see the chart breakdown right there. She refused to let the rejection of getting cut by her high school basketball coach, or the fact she was born with one arm, and her dream of playing the game that her childhood idol, look, LeBron James, made her fall in love with 15 years ago. Look what college. Leslie L.E., right? Leslie L.E. Look, LeBron L.E. LeBron now plays for the Lakers. You get the L, right? You see that? Undeniable. Women's Division 3. Look, Michael Jordan's been trending all of his numbers. His son was trending with the arrest. His birthday was a few days back. And this isn't the first time these numbers have popped up because of that. Look, Women's Division 3. This is just ABC 123. Women's Division 3, 217, like his birthday, 217, February 17. Okay. And wow, it hits with that 2 again, right? Did I mention that? Yeah, I mentioned that back here. Michael Jordan's birthday 3 days before this article. Look, one-armed basketball player, 237, the same ordinal cipher. James R. Jordan Sr., MJ's father, RIP on the 23rd day of the 7th month, back in 93. Look at that. And one-armed basketball player equals 237, just like the 23rd day of the 7th month. How about that? And, RIPing on the 23rd day, and his son is known and made number 23 legendary. Okay. And wow, that was right after MJ's third NBA championship. How about that? And this is Division 3. And there was a whole bunch of threes that connect with MJ. Bulls equals 33. Michael equals 33. And there's a bunch of other threes connected with that championship. I just don't want to try to remember them right now. But you can go do your own research. We've mentioned it plenty of times, right? I think his dad RIP'd. It might have been like a 30 or 33 day span, or 30 days or 33 days after that championship, something like that. But you get threes and you get sixes all throughout Jordan's career. Uh, when you look at it, all these threes, all these sixes connected to him. But wow, right? It might have been his third finals MVP as well. Steph Curry. Isn't this amazing? All of these numbers are trending related to these famous basketball players and how they connect with this one-armed basketball player in Division 3. This article, February 20, leaves 314 days in the year, and that's Steph Curry's birthday, 314, March 14, and he's trending because him and his wife Aisha hosted the All-Star game and he won the MVP. It was in San Francisco where the Golden State Warriors play, the team he plays for. You see that? 314. That 14 actually will connect here in a little bit with another slide. That 14th day birthday and the article leaving 314. Look at Leslie University, 93. One-armed basketball player, 93. What are the odds? One-armed, 39. The 93 reflection. And they mentioned this other one-armed basketball player, this male here, this guy. Though there are few other notable one-armed college basketball players, the most successful is likely this guy, Hansel Emmanuel. Notice the last name Emmanuel. Even Hansel. You see how it rhymes? Hansel, Emmanuel. And then this female in this story, Daniel. You see that? Baileigh Sinaman-Daniel. And if it's Cinnamon, excuse me, cinnamon just sounds easier to say. And I think it maybe they said it in one of the videos, or one of the videos I will play. But Daniel Emmanuel Hansel. This guy plays at Austin Pay or PA, however you say it, whose coach describes as the biggest inspiration in college sports. And inspiration doesn't always translate to what you want as far as a basketball player, just to be honest. But maybe he's good. I don't know. The athletic success of the 6'6" men's Division I junior whose arm was amputated at age 6. 6'6", amputated at age 6. You see that? After an accident has proved limitations don't define potential. But they connect. Baileigh, first name, 53. Even her last name, I guess two last names combined, Sinaman-Daniel, 53. Hansel Emmanuel, 53. It looks like she's born in Stafford, Virginia. Shout out Richard West. Stafford, Virginia. Stafford's got 46 like her first name, Baileigh. And wow, the school that she plays for, Leslie University, founded in 1909 by Edith Leslie. And look, she RIP'd in 1953. And again, Hansel Emmanuel, 53, Sinaman-Daniel, 53, Baileigh, 53. This pic is kind of cringe too, right? I don't know if that's like filter or whatever, but man, these filters with these apps, then the stuff's just cringe, isn't it? I don't know. It just looks fake, right? Kind of like plasticky, kind of like Barbie dolly. I don't know. But it's cringe. I blame Instagram for that crap, man. Instagram is disgusting, y'all. I use it as a means of communication, like with messages and stuff like that. But it's just really cringe with all the filters and all the fakeness going on. But anyways, that picture is kind of cringe. I hesitated to use it I don't know. It just comes off like filtery to me and fake. Like it doesn't even look like a human. That's just how it comes off. Just my opinion. But again, you see the name Baileigh Sinaman-Daniel there. Okay, and check it out. I mentioned earlier um, her childhood idol, LeBron James. Remember Leslie, LeBron, Lakers. Remember the Lakers just traded for Luca, right? All the Luca, like Lakers. Get it? But look, even remember Steph Curry, born on the 14th, with that connection earlier, and the article leaves 314 days in the year. Look at this. Leslie University having its best season in 14 years and has reached the playoffs. LeBron James 114 in ordinal. ABC 123, 114 is like 14. Remember, LA equals 14 as well. One armed, 141. One armed basketball player, 411. And that's like 41. LA also equals 41 to go along with that 14. And the other connections with the Lakers, okay, Kobe Bryant equals 41. RIP to him at age 41, right? Okay, so that was a smooth breakdown. And again, I don't try to be negative, but those things, I mean, what I'm saying, that these are facts here, and there's no way that a one-armed basketball player will can be more successful. I mean, you could take your worst two-armed basketball player against the best one-armed basketball player, and I mean, the two-armed ball player should pick up the victory in a one-on-one game. You would think, right? You could say that's my opinion, I guess. But what you can't say is my opinion is these facts with this code and these connections that I'm showing you, okay?
Cambridge, Massachusetts. AP, when her high school basketball coach cut her from the team senior year, Baileigh Sinaman-Daniel refused to let that rejection, or the fact
They
she was
said Sinaman, but it's just like an AI voice. Look at that marijuana logo right there.
born with one arm, and her dream of playing the game that her childhood idol LeBron James made her fall in love with 15 years ago. That determination led the 22-year-old guard at Lesley University in Cambridge, Massachusetts, to become the first NCAA Division III women's basketball, celebrating her. The Stafford, Virginia, native's path to history was sparked by a painful rejection at Mountain View High School. I had played for my high school for about 3 years and my senior Carolina. At
What?
Lesley,
Did they
I'd
mention
rather's attention
Don't tell me they mentioned North Carolina like MJ went to North Carolina.
when Sinaman-Daniel, a 5'6" guard, entered the transfer portal after 2 years at Warren Wilson College in North Carolina.
She went to Warren Wilson College. Is that what they said? In North Carolina, and she entered the transfer portal. Woo! Michael Jordan played for the North Carolina Tar Heels. And don't forget, I think, think about Charlotte, North Carolina. Charlotte Hornets. He may still be a minority owner, right? Michael Jordan, minority owner, Charlotte. You see that right there? Own the Hornets for the past 13 years, will remain with the team as a minority owner. 13, remember Michael Jordan equals 113 like 13. The Charlotte Hornets drafted Kobe Bryant and then traded him to the Lakers. Kobe Bryant equals 113 like 13. And Steph Curry, Charlotte, North Carolina. Look, Curry selected by the Golden State Warriors. And Look at this right here. He lived in North Carolina. You see that right there? From his stunning estate in Waxhaw, North Carolina, to his breathtaking beachfront property in Malibu, California. You see that right there? We'll show you the most impressive homes owned by the NBA superstar. And his dad played for the Hornets, right? Del Curry. Look at this stuff is unbelievable, but it's so true. Look at that, man. Golly. And don't forget Steph Curry's wife is from Toronto with all of the freaking Canada news right now, and they're both trending. Look at how Del Curry, it looks like he played for the Raptors as well. And remember, the Raptors beat the Golden State Warriors, Steph's Warriors. Remember that? Not too far back. Time does fly, though. When was it? Around 18 or 19, something like that. The year, something like that. But wow. Undeniable stuff, y'all.
At Leslie, Sinaman-Daniel has become known for her work ethic with the Lynx. She has completed
Even Lynx, Leslie University, the nickname is the Lynx. So Leslie, Lynx, LeBron, Lakers, Luca, all L's, right?
more individual practice sessions than any other player on the team, which is having its best season in 14 years and has reached the playoffs, rather said. I think any team in this country would benefit from having a player with Bailey's.
I guess. I mean, but the inspiration, like I said, not to be negative, it can only go so far, right? So, I mean, yeah, it hits really big. And you get the Jordan connection, you get the Steph Curry numbers. Look, even the article updated 10:14, 14 minutes after the 10 p.m. hour. So you even get another 14, best season in 14 years. LeBron James 114, one-armed 141, one-armed basketball player 411. And there's probably more. There's definitely more. I'm definitely going to miss some stuff here. I always do, and then I catch it later. But wow, right? I mean, that was a pretty smooth breakdown. It connects all with her name. The other one-armed player, the guy in Division 1 that they bring up, it connects with the founding anniversary of the college, the date of the article, the age of the character, the sport basketball, Division 3, the threes with MJ, even LeBron and LeBron James even LeBron and James even have the three, and he's drafted by Cleveland. There's a whole bunch of threes connected to Cleveland, right? See, LeBron 30 and 33. James equals 33. Cleveland equals 33. You see that? Even Cleveland has 48. James equals 48. And Michael Jordan's birthday is even the 48th day of the year, February. And February equals 48. And all of this stuff has been documented in just like the past 2 or 3 weeks worth of breakdowns. Right? Okay? You feel me? What's this one?
Welcome to our channel. One-armed basketball player makes women's Division III history with basket. Cambridge, Massachusetts AP when her high
Even
school
Cambridge, Massachusetts. Massachusetts, M like Michael. Cambridge, C, the third letter. 3. Remember, this is Division 3.
basketball coach cut her from the team's senior year. Baileigh Sinaman-Daniel refused to let that rejection, or the fact she was born with one arm, and her dream of playing the game.
Even Baileigh be the second letter to go with all these 22s. And that second basket in Boston, B, the second letter again, and Boston equals 22. Wow. We'll end it at that, y'all. Is there anything else that I need to see in this article? I think that we got it. Just quotes, and they speak of the inspiration of the character. Okay, so a big story for this character. I don't suspect we will be seeing her in the WNBA. And, it's just for the simple, as simple as that. It's just a one-armed player. You may see some kind of inspirational story where a team picks her up for a game, just to tug at our heartstrings a little bit. But that's all I would suspect out of the character. And I don't see anything else we need to break down. That came together very smooth with some unarguable connections. So the one-armed basketball player makes women's Division III history with the basket. I got no dates with the games. They just wanted to speak of the inspiration, it appears. You may be able to do some further research and find the dates, but I think my job is done here. Shout out to y'all. Daily Decodes 812. Until next time, peace.